Hey guys, and welcome to the Hardware Sense channel. As you can see, we have another phone in front of you. This one comes from China. It is a feature phone. Yes, this is a feature phone, and I will explain myself a little bit later why did I buy this phone. But for now, let's talk about it a little bit. The company is called VKWorld, and the model is Tone V3 Plus. It's stated on the box, best signal. You can see off the pictures there's a little bit of a protruding antenna off the phone, very old school, but hey, in order to get some good signal, maybe that's what we need. Let me talk to you about the phone real quick. Before I open it, let me show you some of the features on the side. The phone is actually IP54 certified, waterproof, dustproof, shatterproof, anti-low temperature, and features 4000 milliamp battery, which can be used as a power bank as well. You can charge some other devices off of it. It has 2.4-inch screen, 320 by 240 pixels. You know, what can I say? These kind of screens were top of the line 10 years ago, guys. Or maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago. But anyway, for this kind of phone, we don't need a bigger one, to be honest with you. Comes in three colors, the black on black, or kind of like black and white. We have black and orange and black and green. The one I got is the black and green. I think has the best contrast when it comes to buttons colors to the actual phone body, which is black. Let me pop off these seals real quick with my trusty knife, which is very in the same theme of this phone, very outdoorsy for out in the real world. Why is this phone good for some of you? It might be good for some of you guys. You know, if you go hiking, if you go camping, there's not a good coverage. Your modern day smart cell phone probably lasts a day and a half on the battery. This one promised a week, maybe more, if you're frugal with your usage. The 4000 milliamp battery is nothing to be ashamed of, but you can see the phone it's quite big actually. You know, it's probably the size, as tall as my Galaxy S7 Edge. Pretty thick. The plastic is very robust, very rugged. A little flap on the bottom where the USB charging port is, which is micro USB, and then the regular size USB port is right there for your power bank functionality, where you can output the power to other devices, and of course 3.5 millimeter phone jack right there. Let's put the phone to the side. Let's see what else is in the box. But pull that paper out, and first thing is the charger. Obviously, this is Euro to micro USB charger. Keep in mind that even if you're planning to use that charger on other phones, it's going to take you a long time to charge them. It's only I think 0.5 milliamps, so not a great one, but probably good for this phone. No fast charging, if you know what I mean. So as you can see, it's Euro, but at the same time, GearBest provided some Euro to US style adapter, so that's going to be fine. In the box, we have an additional USB LED light, kind of night light. You can use it on your, I guess, laptop, computer, tablet, whatever. It is an additional extra, so not bad. And in addition, we have a SIM adapter. So obviously, most of you have nano SIM, micro SIMs. These ones you can insert your small SIM card and kind of upconvert to a regular size, old school SIM card size, because the phone carries those big ones. So in order for you to use them, you got to use the adapter. Again, the phone is dual SIM, dual standby, and it has the micro SD card slot as well, which I think supports up to 8 gigs. Not a lot, but again, if you use it only for music or anything like that, it should be enough. Keep in mind that the phone is only 2G, so there's no 3G, there's no internet, there's nothing like that. And if you're planning to use that phone in the States with the AT&T network, you're going to be out of luck, since AT&T are not using the 2G frequencies anymore at all. They only use the 3G and the LTE. So any other GSM provider probably should be fine. But again, I'm going to test that with some of the SIM cards I have and see what the situation is. But I can tell you, probably should be fine. You see the beefy battery, I pulled it out. It's huge, so thick, 4000 milliamps. SIM slot 1, SIM slot 2, and the micro SD card slot. Right next to it, on top of it, is the LED flashlight, which is quite bright. And you guys are gonna see it in a second. This is the grill for the speaker, the camera, which is 0.7 megapixels. Again, very old school. At the same time, I don't think I'll be using that camera at all. So this is a slider to kind of turn on and turn off the flashlight. Even when your phone is, you don't play with your phone. You don't go to the menus, straight up, pull it out of your pocket, slide, and there you go. So pretty good feature. The buttons are pretty big, very good tactile feel, clicky, and then again, this is the flap in the bottom, protecting those ports. I'm not sure how much water protection will provide, but I'm sure if it's if it's in a rain kind of situation, it drizzles and stuff like that, and you're out in the woods, it should be fine. You're not gonna have any problems with that. Yeah. So I think it's a pretty good phone. And then one more thing, let me show you. I didn't know there's an FM radio, but this is the antenna. This is crazy. You pull out the antenna, it's like old school radio. And let me tell you, when you start playing radio, they'll hear you far away. It's so loud. It's like a real portable radio out there. All right, let me see if I can turn it on. I don't even know which button is the power on. The menu says turn on the power button, but which one is it? Just go off the lamp on the right. And for all of you military guys and loving the military teams, you're gonna be loving this phone. All the there was a little sticker on the bottom of the battery, and it's not making any contact, so I had to peel it off. So all the wallpapers, all the themes are very military styled, kind of crazy, but hey, some of you are gonna like that. Kind of a COD gamer style wallpapers, but all of them can be changed. I think at least the startup wallpaper and animations and all that. Yeah, you see the guys with the big machine guns right there. But anyway, aside from the jokes, let's see what else we can go to. This some of the menus, you guys, I can show you. Obviously, the normal functionality. The phone has a Bluetooth, which is good. You can connect to your phone, to your car. Obviously, not your phone. Maybe your headphones, and kind of receive calls that way. And this is the flashlight, super bright, as you can see. Very useful, I'm sure. If you go in camping with this thing, you just pull it out of your pocket and go outside, do your business, come back, do whatever. I think it's a useful feature. The backlight is pretty nice and green, nice and bright. You can see it in the dark. You can see it in the daylight. Has a music player. You can see some of the shortcuts. Press up and you go into music player. Press right, you go into the messages. Press left, you can go into your camera, your old school camera, and press down to calendar, I think, or calculator. All these can be actually modified and kind of customized, so you can tailor it, for your own needs. For example, you can change it to be the FM radio instead of some of the other things. But the radio is so loud, guys. I mean, I kind of jumped for a second when I turned on the radio because it was so loud. I couldn't believe there was something else coming behind me. It's really loud. Trust me when I tell you. It's you can play that for your party music for your people when you go camping around the fire, and everybody will be able to hear it, even without the help of any external speakers. It's super loud. But yeah, it's nice and bright. I think the screen is pretty bright as well. The buttons are very well laid out in my mind. There's not a lot of writing on those 4 directional buttons on top, which is a bit of a bummer. But normally the right lower one is off, or terminate conversation on the phone conversation, and the left one on the same lower side is the dial button, so to speak, when you type your numbers or punch your numbers and then hit it to dial. I'm sure some of you are not familiar how that is done, especially the younger crowd, but you old school people, you guys know how that phones were functioning. So yeah, let me turn off that radio because it's driving me crazy here. Let's see what else we can check. I think for the most part, this phone it's a pretty good buy. You know, $33 shipped from GearBest. In my humble opinion, is no slouch considering you know you can carry your smartphone at the same time having this one, and once your smartphone dies, you have an option. You either plug it into as a power bank and charge your smartphone, and this way you're back on it with your things you're doing there, or just transfer your SIM card here and have a week of connection. Obviously, if you're an AT&T, like I said, you're out of luck. But any other GSM networks, you're probably going to be okay. And for those folks in Europe, you guys are going to be fine anywhere you go. I think the 2G coverage is not going anywhere anytime soon, anywhere in Europe. So you can still use it very successfully. Um, what else I can say? Man, this phone is it's bringing so much memories from back in the old days. It's just simply amazing. The startup time is just in the seconds. You see, press the button, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're in 6, 7 seconds. Tell me a smartphone today that has that startup time. Obviously, there's not much of those. But yeah, again, guys, I will be testing this one, going in a trip very soon. We'll be up in the mountains, pretty high up in Utah, so I'm going to be testing this one and see what kind of coverage I can get, and if this one will be able to save my life. Let's say if I needed to make a phone call in the middle of nowhere. But you can see some of the functionalities here. Calendar, we have calculator, we have the Bluetooth here. And alarm clocks. This is the discharger, which that's how they call the battery bank functionality. You can turn it off and turn it on from here, but again, you can map it to any of those keys on the top, and this way you can easily access it if you need to without going to the menus. And you can see that additional flashlight that they provided is now lighting up because of the power outputting from that 4,000 milliamp battery. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, I have to say. Again, considering the price, this phone is standing up to his promises so far. Again, I'm going to be testing it fully, and I'll tell you all about it.